What is up, folks, and welcome back to another adventure. So today was just any regular old Sunday. I was sitting around the house watching some football, and then I thought, you know what tastes really good right now? Some trout. It's been a long time since I've done a catch and cook. It's like 7 or 8 months. It was in ice fishing season when I last caught and cooked a fish. So today I grabbed the fly rod and the spinning rod and threw it all up on the four-wheeler, rode the four-wheeler up here, and the goal for today is to catch and cook a trout. Now, I'm not sure exactly what species we're going to be catching. Most likely brook trout. You can find brook trout in pretty much any of the ponds and lakes that are scattered around out here. Also a few tigers, and if we're lucky, we might hook into some cutthroat trout and maybe even some rainbows. It just depends on where we want to fish, what ponds we decide to fish. But in order to cook a fish, we've got to catch one. And to get to the first pond I'm planning on going to, it's a bit of a hike, so let's get to it. We made it to last. Alright guys, so my plan for today was to only bring the fly rod. I was just going to bring the fly rod and plan on doing some fly rod fishing up here today. But when I was looking around getting all my fly fishing stuff ready, I couldn't find any strike indicators. I looked all around and I must have just ran out of strike indicators. So we ran to 3 different stores. All of the stores had hardly any fishing stuff and of course no strike indicators. Still did bring the fly rod around today. We'll probably throw some dry flies. In fact, I already saw a fish jump. Probably throw some dry flies, maybe some stringers or some streamers. But I'm going to start off with the good old spinning rod and see if that can get the job done. That's what we're going to start with first. So let's get rigged up. All right, folks, so for our bait, we've got this little goldenish spinner. Should work good. I feel like this pond can either be hit or miss. Sometimes it's really good, sometimes it's really slow, but I've already seen quite a few fish jump. So hopefully the fish are active. Hopefully they like this spinner as well. Oh, there's a fish right there. Guys, first fish already spotted and we just got here. Oh, I got a bite. First cast. Guys, bite first cast and there's probably 5 or 6 fish following it. Oh, I had one. Guys, first big hit. All right, let's give the old dry fly a try. So they've been jumping like crazy out here. So usually this time of day, they're not really jumping all that much, but there's been quite a few hit the surface. No, dude. Another trout came right up to my fly and denied it again. Oh yeah, fish on. Yes. Guys, fish on. Finally. Yes, tiger trout. Let's get this guy landed. Oh yeah, nurse him. I forgot my net. Well guys, I've got great news and I've got bad news. So the great news is I literally just caught the first fish. It's been like an hour since we've got here and I finally hooked in and landed a little tiger trout, just about this big, but I landed him. I actually flipped him up on shore and he just slipped right out of my hands back into the water. But right as I hooked him, I was mid-fight with him. My stinking GoPro died. At least we're not getting skunked. We've got 1 tiger trout on the board. I was actually going to plan on keeping him, but as soon as I got a hold of him, he slipped out of my hands right back into the water. But yeah, we were fishing with the fly rod for like 40 minutes and only got 1 bite, so I'm going to go ahead and switch back to the spinning rod. I'm going to tie one of these suckers on. These jigs are great for small ponds, although I can't cast them very far, but I don't really need to. A lot of the fish are hanging out right by the shoreline, so I think this jig will work great. So let's go ahead and tie it on and get to it. Okay, we got the jig tied on. I'm gonna be careful to make sure that I watch my GoPro battery percentage this time around, because that sucks. Right as I hooked into it, I just hear beep, beep, beep. So that was a bit of a punch in the gut, but hopefully we'll catch another one. Oh yeah, I can cast this jig farther than I thought. It's a little bit more weighted than I remember them being. Oh, second cast, we had, oh, 2 tiger trouts chased it aggressively. Guys, I'm not kidding. There was at least 12 fish following it. 12 fish following my jig, and not a single one of them took a bite. We've got one little half bite on this jig. Tons of chases, but only one little half fake bite. Got one! Yes! Tiger trap! Yes, we got one! Yes, the GoPro is filming. Let's go! Let's go! We caught ourselves a tiger trout. I feel like I have to let this guy go though. He's just a little bit too big. Let's go! We caught a fish. I was just balancing over this rock, dropping my little jig down, and he popped out. Alright, let's toss this guy back. I don't think we can keep him. He's just a little bit too big. Off he goes. Heck yeah. Yes, that was one of the bigger fishes I've seen down there. Look, water's so clear you can see him swimming out there all the way in the middle. Probably not on the GoPro. I don't think the GoPro gives justice to just how beautiful this lake is. Let's go. Got one. Haha. Well, guys, as you can see, I've made it back to the four-wheeler. And those last clips you saw were me fishing. After that, I packed everything up and booked it back here. Not gonna lie, that lake was a big old bummer. I was there for like 3.5 hours and only caught 2 tiger trouts. So don't get me wrong, at least we didn't get skunked. And one of them, that one that recorded the whole thing, was a pretty good sized fish. On that first one, of course, the GoPro only recorded the hook set and didn't even get me landing the fish. So yeah, just a kind of a bummer. I mean, we were there for a long time and there was a ton of fish. I mean, every cast, there's fish chasing the lure and there's fish jumping, and only 2 of them committed. I don't know if I tried 3 different jigs, a gold spinner, 3 different dry flies, and a black leech, and nothing got it done. But there still is a little bit of time in the day. It's currently 6:45, and I still have all my catch and cook stuff, and I really want to catch and cook a fish. So I'm going to book my way down to another little pond here close by. It's stocked with brook trout, so hopefully we can hook into one real quick and pan fry up a trout, because I'm getting hungry, and it's going to get dark soon, so let's get to it. Alright guys, we're here at one of my favorite little ponds, but it is already 7 o'clock, and it gets dark around 8:30. So if we want to cook up a fish, we got to be quick. So let's get rigged up and get a line in the water ASAP. Oh yeah, instantly, folks. Barely 2 minutes, and we're already hooked up. This pond you can always count on catching a perfect little pan-sized fish as soon as you get here. So I'm gonna go ahead and get this guy out of his misery real quick, and we'll get cooking. Get rid of all the rib bones. And there we have it. Not too pretty, but a little small fillet that'll work just fine. Look at that. It's his nervous system still working. Not my finest fillets, I will admit. I'm a bit rusty, but They'll work just fine. Well, guys, for some reason my camera stopped recording as I was cooking these, but I have got these trout fillets cooking. They seem to be coming along nicely. Seems to be coming along perfect. Let them cook for just a little longer. Oh yeah, we got some brook trout nuggets covered in garlic, herb seasoning, and salt and pepper. That is just what I need after a long day of hiking and fishing. Oh yeah, that looks so good. That is good. Honestly, it kind of tastes like chicken. That garlic and herb seasoning gives it a really nice crust. Obviously, I drowned it in butter, which is going to make anything taste good, but it tastes almost like chicken. Honestly, some of the best trout I've ever had. No bones so far, so that's a win as well. That hit the spot. Alright folks, so that concludes that video. Hopefully you all enjoyed. If you couldn't tell, I filmed that video about a month ago. As you can see, I was wearing shorts and a t-shirt and the leaves were still on the trees. But I am in the process of making some more videos right now, so make sure you stay tuned because more videos are coming out shortly. But other than that, thank you guys for watching, and I'll catch you in the next one.